Welcome to today's video on how micromanagement can be very toxic to work culture and destroy performance culture. We all know that feeling of being watched too closely, of not having the space to breathe, to think, to work in our own way. That's the essence of micromanagement, and it's more than just annoying. It's a silent killer of motivation, innovation, and ultimately, success. In this video, you'll learn how to avoid this to shine at your workplace and be successful in leadership and working with teams. We'll explore the deep-rooted whys behind avoiding this harmful management style and inspire you to cultivate environments where trust and empowerment thrive. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video for more such content. Imagine a gardener meticulously hovering over a seedling, digging it up daily to check its roots. The intention might be good, but the outcome is inevitable, a withered, stunted plant. That's what micromanagement does to employees. It restricts their natural growth, their ability to take ownership and flourish. When you constantly scrutinize every little detail, when you dictate every step of the process, you essentially strip away an employee's sense of autonomy, their very ability to own their work. This lack of ownership leads to disengagement, a feeling of being a cog in a machine rather than a valued contributor. And what happens when people are disengaged? Their productivity plummets. They become more focused on just getting by, on avoiding mistakes rather than on innovating, collaborating, and excelling. This creates a vicious cycle of diminishing returns. The more you micromanage, the less productive your team becomes. Imagine walking into an office where the air is thick with tension, where employees seem to tiptoe around their managers, fearful of making a mistake. This is the environment micromanagement breeds, one of fear, resentment, and ultimately flight. When people feel constantly scrutinized, their morale takes a nosedive. They start to question their abilities, their value to the organization. This sense of being undervalued, coupled with the constant pressure cooker environment, leads to a simple conclusion. It's time to find a better place to work. And so the revolving door starts spinning. Valuable employees, tired of feeling stifled and untrusted, start looking for greener pastures. This constant churn disrupts team dynamics, impacts project timelines, and creates a huge financial burden for the organization in terms of recruitment and training. Imagine a world where artists were forced to paint within rigid lines, where musicians were only allowed to play pre-approved notes. This is what it's like to be creative under the thumb of a micromanager. Creativity thrives in an environment of freedom, of experimentation, of the willingness to take risks and learn from mistakes. Micromanagement, with its obsession with control and perfection, crushes this spirit. It sends a clear message: don't think outside the box, don't try anything new, just follow my instructions. This fear-driven approach stifles innovation. Employees become hesitant to share new ideas, to experiment, to push boundaries. The result? A stagnant organization, devoid of fresh perspectives, and the ability to adapt and thrive in a constantly changing world. Imagine a relationship where one person constantly questions the other's every move, never truly believing in their ability to do anything right. This is the dynamic micromanagement creates between managers and their teams. At the heart of any successful team lies a foundation of trust. Trust that individuals will do their best, that they are competent, that they have the team's best interests at heart. Micromanagement erodes this trust, replacing it with suspicion and doubt. When employees feel constantly second-guessed, their confidence dwindles and resentment festers. They start to see their manager not as a mentor or leader, but as a roadblock, an obstacle to their growth and success. This breakdown in communication and collaboration creates a toxic environment where productivity and morale suffer. Imagine a busy kitchen where every single dish has to be personally inspected and approved by the head chef before it can be served. Chaos would ensue, right? That's what happens when a micromanager becomes the bottleneck in the decision-making process. Effective organizations empower employees at all levels to make decisions within their areas of responsibility. This not only speeds up processes, but also fosters a sense of ownership and accountability. Micromanagers, however, struggle to relinquish control. They insist on being involved in every minor detail, slowing down operations and frustrating those around them. This creates a culture of dependency, where employees become hesitant to act without explicit approval, stifling initiative and slowing down progress. Chapter 6. Burning out. The high cost of control for the micromanager. Imagine carrying the weight of your entire team's workload on your shoulders, feeling responsible for every single detail. This is the burden micromanagers often carry, and it takes a toll. The constant need to control, to oversee every aspect of their team's work, creates a perpetual state of stress and anxiety. They find it difficult to delegate, to trust others to meet their standards, leading to long hours, missed deadlines, and eventually burnout. This burnout not only impacts the micromanager's well-being, but also creates a ripple effect throughout the team. Their stress and frustration become contagious, contributing to a negative and unproductive work environment. Chapter 7. The human cost. Micromanagement and its impact on health and well-being. Imagine living under a microscope, every action scrutinized, every mistake magnified. This is the daily reality for many working under micromanagers, and it takes a toll on their mental and physical well-being. The constant pressure to perform under intense scrutiny creates chronic stress. This stress manifests itself in a myriad of ways, from sleepless nights and anxiety to headaches, digestive issues, and weakened immune systems. Over time, this chronic stress can lead to more serious health problems, including heart disease, depression, and burnout. It's a vicious cycle. Micromanagement creates stress, stress impacts health, and poor health further diminishes productivity and morale. Chapter 8. The crumbling foundation, how micromanagement erodes company morale. Imagine a house divided against itself. That's what a workplace riddled with micromanagement starts to resemble. Trust evaporates, communication breaks down, and negativity festers. When employees feel constantly scrutinized and controlled, their sense of autonomy and self-worth diminishes. They begin to question their value to the organization, leading to disengagement and a lack of motivation. This negativity is contagious. It spreads like wildfire, poisoning relationships between colleagues, between departments, and ultimately impacting the entire organization's culture. The result is a toxic work environment, high turnover rates, and diminished productivity. A high price to pay for the illusion of control. Outro: breaking the cycle. Building a culture of trust and empowerment. Some say that a little micromanagement may be normal or necessary during an employee's onboarding process. However, to strike a balance, you can try observing how employees work and providing feedback when necessary, keeping track of progress via frequent status reports, and discouraging independent decision-making. The key to breaking free from the shackles of micromanagement lies in shifting our focus from control to empowerment. It's about trusting our teams, providing them with the autonomy to own their work, and fostering an environment where creativity and innovation can flourish. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more content on leadership and team success.